Alright, day 2 of trying to do this narration because yesterday I lost my voice halfway through and couldn't finish it, so let's hope this one goes better. So today I want to talk about the unauthorized version of the Toy Story video game for the NES. It has a unique charm to it and I think it shouldn't be overlooked. As in charm, I mean, it's like in the 90s, you're in the car with mom going to the store and you're like, I want the Toy Story game! And mom's like, we have Toy Story game at home! And Toy Story game at home is just sitting there like... So, without too much setup, let's get into a short background first. Back in 1997, Hao Yang, a Taiwanese programmer formerly of Sachin, a company that produced unlicensed games, headed a team of other ex-Sachin members to program and convert the 16-bit Toy Story video game, then released for the Super Nintendo and Sega Mega Drive, porting it over to the Famicom. Yang also worked on other titles such as Mickey Mania 7, Contra Spirits, Super Donkey Kong, and my personal favorite, Pocahontas.
Oh my god.
This pirated, unlicensed game is widely known for its rather humorous typos, such as Toy Satry, I don't know, it's a word, that's all I know. There exists an IPS patch that patches out the typos, but where's the fun in that? We're playing this game warts and all, so let's plop the ROM into the emulator and let's go. Did I really say plop? Why? Why did I say plop? We're initially greeted with the initials for Hao Yang and, World Championship Wrestling. Listen, I knew things were getting bad before WWE bought them out, but jeez. Okay, that was a bad joke. Let's forget that ever happened. And what better way to forget about a bad joke than by seeing this? What the hell is wrong with Woody? I mean, shit. Cross your eyes and it looks like some kind of skeletal zombie.
I fucking know I'm down to regret this if my ex-wife ever finds out this is my account, but fuck it. Are zombies their own fetish category? If you think about it, it's like the ultimate form of dominant submissive. Probably would only happen very soon after Outbreak, when most are still passable as hot. But if you decide to fuck a good-looking walker, there's no going back. You're fucking dead. Something about the whole thing is really, really fucking hot.
And speaking of zombies, here is Ham as he burrows a hole through Woody's abdomen. Well, this took a dark turn. Let's just press start. Help me please help me out of this hellhole. Great, this tells me nothing. Nothing! You can see the sprites from the official 16-bit game have been converted over and they don't look half bad, and what the... checkpoint? Options only let you swap the B and A buttons and that's all fine and dandy. So let's officially begin the game. The game is pretty short actually, only having 5 levels and can be beaten in about 10 minutes time with the proper skill. After a mission briefing that has really bad English, I mean, look at it. Look at it! In fact, here are all the mission briefings right here. Just feast your eyes on this masterclass of English. Feel free to pause at any point and just take it in. It's a gold mine. Here's my all-time favorite one right here. It's not a lasso, it's a little light. A little light pulse that slinks! I can't do this, man. I can't. It's just too much. Too much! Alright, that's all of them. Let's keep going. Level 1 is that old army game. The sprite conversions actually don't look bad. There also exists an official yet cursed Game Boy version of the game, and it looks comparable to this. Albeit, of course, the Game Boy was only monochrome, and that's it. The music is also very much proper Toy Story chiptunes, similar to how the game is presented in the aforementioned dreaded Game Boy version. Did you know that I actually beat the Game Boy version twice in a row when I was bored one day? Yeah, true story. Not one I'm proud of, but yeah, little piece of trivia for you. But back to the music. I don't think there was a way to convert the 16-bit tunes to 8-bit, so I'm betting that this had to all be done by ear, which is pretty impressive. But that's where all the good qualities stop and this review comes to a crashing halt. The controls are very cranked and sometimes even feel slippery. When Woody runs, the camera does not catch up and he just drifts to the side of the screen, allowing for a lot of accidental run-ins with enemies. Speaking of enemies, when they hit you, it's not like in the official game, you have a small window of invisibility frames, but you're still able to move. No. In this, it doesn't matter if it's a plane, a train, or a little robot guy. These guys don't fuck around. They will send your ass flying across the room like a Gmod ragdoll. This robot here threw my ass off the shelf. Little bitch, I'll get you one day. When you get hit and fling backwards, you're knocked out for a couple seconds and you can't move. You have a small window of invincibility frames like in the official game, but your entire body is glued to the floor. Moving on, it doesn't matter if you're at full sprint, your speed when you jump is greatly lessened. And even more so if you're bouncing on one of those bouncy balls, leading to a lot of missed jumps and just 0 out of 10 platforming. Cannot recommend. Crying, shaking, vomiting as we speak. I'm just saying, I need this like I need antifreeze poured down my throat. Not to mention the travel patterns of the different enemies need to be timed exactly if there are a couple clustered together and you need to weave through them, because mistiming it will be costly. 3 hits and your ass is grass. You gotta start the level all over. Now the official Toy Story game, it's hard, but it's hard by design. This is hard just because of the crank controls. It's dog water. Bitch. Why am I even complaining about physics in an unlicensed pirated video game? This is Toy Story on the NES by Yihao Yang, damn it. Remember, warts and all. Let's continue. Yep, they bit the level complete music from Contra. Remember, Yihao Yang also worked on Contra Spirits. With that in mind, it's not uncommon for bootleggers to recycle assets from their older titles. After that old army game, the next level is Ego Check. It's stripped down and Buzz isn't featured here, but it's still an obstacle course, so there's that, I guess. Not much to discuss here. It's a relatively short level once you get used to the patterns of toy dolphins to try to take the bite out of your backside here. The third level is Nightmare Buzz, which again is simplified from the official game, having no force field to have to break through to attack him. He does sometimes teleport to a spot above you that's just out of reach, but you have to avoid the laser. That's all you gotta do. Wait for him to teleport back down to attack. The fourth level, I gotta talk about this one. My absolute least favorite level in any version of the Toy Story video game, a Buzz Clip, where you basically have to control RC through a very tight track and collect batteries along the way so you don't run out, with the objective to commit a hit and run on Buzz. While it is impressive that they were able to cram this level that's vastly different from most of the game into the NES ROM, I still have a burning hatred for this level because in every version the controls are borked. You hit a wall, you go spinning out of control, meanwhile your battery's about to die and you're scrambling to get back on course because you don't want to have to restart the level so the nightmare doesn't continue like fucking Groundhog Day or some shit. Anyway, the fifth and final level of the game is Buzz Battle, where you fight Buzz at the gas station. Instead of having to use your pull string to fling a tire around, trapping Buzz in it and eventually wearing him out, you literally just attack him. And then the game ends. Finn, it's done. Congratulations, you killed Buzz. Not only did you commit a hit and run on him, you came back and finished the job. How does that make you feel? I hope you're happy with yourself. Go call your mom and tell her how great of a job you did killing an innocent man. In conclusion, this bootleg game isn't bad. Bad is in the realm of bootleg games, of course. Outside of that sphere, it's not good. The graphics are good, the music's good, but the most important part, the gameplay, is not good. And thank the good Lord above that it's a short game. The first time I played this back in 2017, I beat it in around a half hour after getting used to how it controls. It's playable, but really only worth your time if you're bored and have nothing else to do and your curiosity gets the best of you. In other words, it's mid. I did a video on this game already in 2017 on a channel that I deleted, but instead of re-uploading it here, I thought I'd take this opportunity to revisit the game since it's been 6 years, and it's absolutely as mediocre as I remember it being. If you want to see the original video, I have a link to a re-upload in the description that a great old lad posted. The big de facto reason, though, that I wanted to revisit this game is that I recently came across this listing on eBay. It seems the seller is the one making the carts, burning or flashing the ROMs onto the chips themselves, but it's still cool nonetheless. Just kind of a funny way for things to come full circle. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, especially all the way through. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please drop a like and maybe even subscribe. I might drop a video on another bootleg game in the near future. Let me know what unlicensed game you'd like to see me tackle next. This channel's kinda like a variety show, so there are a lot of different things going on, so I don't burn out as much. So if you want to stay updated on what's happening next, Follow me on either Twitter or Mastodon. Both links are in the description. I also stream often, so drop by one of those if you're also inclined. Shameless plugs out of the way, thank God I kept them for the end. Have a good day or good night or whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.